Chapter 16. An hour later, after shutting off the TV and taking turns in the bathroom, Matt made one last round, locking up and checking that everyone had everything they needed before calling it a night. He stretched out on his blanket and folded it over himself as he fought to ignore that Alex was only a few feet away. The urge to touch her. He lay in the dark thinking about her. Only the knowledge that Bobby was right there kept him from moving closer to her, from trying to catch her scent or talk to her about the attraction he now knew they both felt. He hadn't expected her to confront him like that, but it had been good. He had wondered if she'd felt the pull too. Now he knew. He knew that deciding whether or not to let this thing between them grow would not only affect him, but her as well. He'd needed to talk to her to see if she wanted to see how things went, to give them a chance. He lay in the dark for several hours, trying to figure out exactly how he wanted to proceed. He woke the next morning to find Alex curled up on the floor, snuggled against him. He wondered how it had happened. Had she curled up next to him or had she just moved to the floor? He pulled her close. He rested his head on one hand and watched her for a little bit, then got up and folded his bedding before she could catch him watching her. He'd made a decision last night. He was going to see where things went from here. Yeah, it was a risk, but if you didn't take risks now and then you were just surviving, not really living. He'd done enough surviving in the last few years. He was ready to live. Having made a decision, he felt lighter, ready to take on whatever came his way. He hit the shower and came out to find everyone up and moving around.